welcome to the top three qualifiers for the FIA Formula One Spanish Grand Prix. In third place, Lando Norris. In second place, Carlos Sainz, and taking the 24th pole position of his Formula One career. And his fourth of this 2023 campaign, our pole sitter, Max Verstappen. Max, your first pole in Spain. That first run in Q3 looked mighty. How did it feel from inside the car?
Yeah, I think overall, the whole weekend it has been really enjoyable to drive the car. It was really, hooked up. Of course, you always try to find little improvements on the car, but yeah, it's been really good. Of course, qualifying started off a little bit tricky. You needed to be on the track at the right time, not making mistakes. But yeah, we did that. And of course, going into Q3, I knew there was quite a bit of potential left in the car, so I could finally push it to the limit in that first run, and the car was was really quick. Then of course we went out again for the second run, and that would have been even better. But I think GP got a bit excited. He told me to abort.
Well, I was going to say, was there more time in the car on that second run had you needed it?
Yeah, it was. I was going faster going into turn 10.
Now, how easy has it been to dial in the car this weekend? Because your teammate hasn't had it so easy. He'll be starting back in 11th.
I have to say from the start, the car was pretty good. I mean, I only made like tiny little adjustments, but I felt comfortable straight away. Long runs, short runs. It was... I mean, it's never easy to, get to the limit in a Formula 1 car, but it's been just very enjoyable to drive. It gives you a lot of confidence, and when you have all that, you can really push it to the limit.
And looking ahead to the race, how do you think the new layout will affect tyre wear, will affect the racing?
Yeah, I think, wear is always high around here, so for sure with another, like 2 fast right-handers, that won't help the wear, but it's a lot more enjoyable to drive. I mean, going into that last corner brings a smile on my face, because that's where an F1 car really comes alive.
Max, very well done to you. Thank you. Carlos, huge congratulations to you. Your best quali of the season and your best ever grid position here in Barcelona. How good does this moment feel for you?
Yeah, it feels very good, as you can imagine, especially because today I really felt like we extracted everything of the car, and it's been a bit of a tough weekend, getting used to the new upgrades, getting them to work on the sweet spot of the car. And we've had some trickier sessions, some easier ones, but finally to hook it up in quali all through Q1, Q2, Q3 felt really good progress. Obviously still not where we want to be, because it's quite a big gap to Max, especially when you can see that he was coming even faster on the second lap. But at least it's a first step, and we're focusing on understanding this new car.
A similar story at Ferrari to Red Bull in the way that the teammates have had different fortunes. How difficult has it been to dial in the new upgrades?
I think I don't know exactly what happened to Charles, but it's a bit the same story of the whole year. It just feels like it's a very narrow window for us, very narrow window for the car, very tricky car to drive, and as soon as the conditions get tricky, it can go one way or the other, and you're fighting very different balances, and it's a very fine line. No, for me today, it worked out okay. It was tough because now it looks like the midfield is really starting to close up with us. You have the likes of the Alpines, even the Haas, Lando with the McLaren suddenly appearing, and just joining us, in that fight for second or third best. Obviously Red Bull a bit in a league of their own, but then everyone else, it looks like it's really, really tight out there.
It's a long run to the first corner here. What's the plan at the start?
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded if Lewis or Lando would have out-qualified me, because here the clean side probably is a bit better for the start, but at the same time it's all about also the toe and how lucky you get, if you can get a toe or not in the run down to turn one. And I don't know. He obviously will try to give it all into turn one, and go and get that podium. And if Max does something strange, then get a win.
Oh, exciting times ahead potentially. Thank you to you, Lando. Coming to you now. What a brilliant lap by you. Are you surprised by the pace of the car this weekend so far?
I would say, yeah. I think after FP1, we said it was probably one of our worst FP1s of the season in terms of pace. So to be sat here today, I think it's quite a big surprise for all of us. But I think the conditions, the cooler conditions, things just started to come our way a little bit. So it just feels a bit odd. I definitely wasn't thinking at all to be here in the top 3 today. But I'm very happy to be here. So good day.
After FP1, did you make a lot of changes?
No, just small things really. I think nowadays you can get the car quite quickly in a reasonable window. It's just playing around with little things here and there. So no, that's why I say it probably came a bit more towards us rather than us chasing too many things. But also felt like I did some good laps. I felt confident. Let's say even with the car being a bit of a struggle, I still felt confident in maximizing it and getting the most out of the car every run, especially come qualifying. I just felt again that another step of confidence. So felt good, especially when you get to see your name at the top a bit more often. It definitely just motivates you that little bit more, you know. So good position for tomorrow.
Well, what about tomorrow? How confident are you?
Not very. Not very. You never know. The pace could be mega, and I could catch Max and overtake him. Hopefully he doesn't hold me up like in Monaco, but we'll see. It's a new day. Like, we didn't expect to be as good today as we were, and like Carlos said, we're on the clean side of the grid. I let him have this one because I want to make it out the track alive tonight. So we'll do our best for tomorrow, but aim is just to get some good points for both myself and for Oscar.
All right, very well done.